All right, so we're actually going now. I do like that more and more the more I look at it. Not bad, not bad. Okay, so I need mineral spirits. Yeah, that's looking a little weird, but it'll be fine. Actually, no, I'm not playing that. Where's my empty bottle? I'd like to save it if I could, but I don't see my empty. Indubitably. Anyway, that'll probably be okay. I don't know how that rusted. Anyway, a little more mineral spirits in here. I've let things leach for a little while on my cardboard palette, and now I'm gonna get going. So I think we're gonna start in with some more grease, some more nasty stuff. Yeah. Okay. This doesn't need to be juiced up too much. Where? Uh-oh. Yeah, it's this guy. This is the one I want. Let's see how that looks. It's not bad. Need a little more though. Needs to be a little more opaque. So I put that little bit down right there. Focus you. That's a little better. Focus. These cameras, man, sometimes they are very cantankerous, but you can see it right there. That's the bit that I put down. And it's just, it needs a little bit more. It needs to be a little more opaque. I think I put it down a little too thin. So I'm gonna get that going. I'm gonna get it up in here and get the nice nasty stuff going like you do. There we go. It's looking pretty good. Pretty happy with what's in that ankle joint though. That looks alright. Pretty happy with that. That's quite nice. So I'm gonna kind of do what I always do and just work this a little bit at a time. But we're gonna get some like here on the top of this ankle joint as though it were kind of flowing out. So the grease and the grime and stuff is just kind of collecting there. And like you don't, especially with the larger areas, I don't get super like particular or precise because like I want it to look a bit unintentional. But yeah. Yep, that looks pretty awesome. Probably only going to go until about 10 o'clock tonight. I think that's my limit. I just don't have the time. But yeah, let me look at my roadmap here. Look at my road. Okay, okay. A little bit here. I think that's pretty good. We'll probably start blending. Whoops. That's not the direction I need that to go. I need a little more. Just, it's almost too dry. That's okay. Okay. A little bit more here around all that. And I'm still using my leg here. It's kind of like my go-to, this other leg. Yeah. We're going to go back over some of that with the Starship filth to really bring it out, to make it look pretty disgusting. That's too much thinner, I can already see. Way too much thinner. Yep, way too much thinner. Indeed. Gonna have to work that out. But I just need it heavier. More grease. More nasty. A little bit more coming out here. That's still just a little too wet, but that's okay. We can work with it. I can work with that. That'll be all right. That's definitely coming to life a bit here. I need a little more paint. Just get the ratio all jacked up. That's okay. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, right down here. Get it up here. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, you can kind of see the direction this is going here. Just by looking at that. Just a little bit heavier on the grease and stuff. And that's what I want. I want it to look a little bit nasty. Like it's seen some stuff. So these bits are probably right about where I want them. That's too much thinner. Okay. And we're just gonna blend that, stipple it. Good old stipple blend. Yep. And that's blending out pretty well there. It looks pretty good. I think I want a little bit more of the nasty on top of that. Definitely gonna get some Starship filth there. It's a good color. Yeah, there we go. Nice. And this up here is definitely gonna have to get blended a bit. Indeed. Yeah. Almost. I don't know how I feel about that, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's starting to look pretty awesome. I might need to get the blender, the little tiny guy, to kind of move some of this around. Feather it out a bit. It's still just a little too much thinner. That looks awesome. Yeah. Quite nice. Yeah. That's good. Looks good. To me, anyway, it looks good to me. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. Look at how gross that is. Looks gross. Whoops. I really want the camera to focus on this. I can't figure out why it's not focusing. It's focusing on my hands instead of the piece, it looks like, which is not what it should be doing. That's a little bit better. Yeah, that's a little better. You can really kind of see what's going on, starting to anyway. I don't want to go with that. Just like that, I guess. Yep. Yeah. Here we go. Some nice stipple blend that's going pretty good. Mm-hmm. Indeed. Okay. Let's get a little bit of that going. I'm gonna get this top part of that like toe armor, and along the sides of it here, I want to get that. I want to get that going. Yeah, there we go. That's looking better. Yeah, I didn't do much there, and that's fine. That makes sense. Okay, yeah, just on that toe armor, I guess. I don't know what you would call that. Yeah, there we go. Now we're getting some of the darker tones, the opaque stuff. That's what I want. More opaque. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hmm. All right. feel like I'm being way too quiet. I'm not sure if the streaming thing is the direction I should be going with this. It's a little too, that spot right there. You can see it on the camera. It's a little too much thinner. That wet spot, yeah, it's flowing to places I don't want it to flow to. Okay, yeah, we're gonna get some of the thinner off. That's still too much. Still too much. It's a little better. Let's see what that's like. Yeah, that's better. That's a little bit better. Yeah. Yep. This spot is just a little too, a little bit more right there. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty heavy through there. Pretty heavy on that. We need more grease. More of the nasty. That almost looks like a light oxidation that's happening under there. Looks kind of cool. It doesn't match the other leg, but I'm not all that concerned with it. This is just, it's all practice. It seems like every piece is practice. I think the next one though, I'm going to get a little more controlled with my color choice. There's some of it I may just kind of leave out. I'm not sure yet, but I'm going to definitely get more disciplined with my color palette. Okay, let's start blending this a little bit. How much? We'll give it a shot. It's pretty dry, but we'll give it a shot. It may just be enough thinner here in general to kind of feather it and work it, really. It might be just fine. Yeah, that's starting to look, it's pretty good. Let's see what this does. No, it needs just a tiny bit of thinner. Same drill. Same drill. Let's see here. That might get it done. That might be a little too much. Let's see here. Maybe. I shouldn't have done that. But that's okay. Doesn't look bad. It's just not what I meant to do. Yeah. I'm betting you can see it. Yep, you can see it right there. This is the spot that I'm working on the top of that foot armor there. Toe, I don't know, foot armor. We'll call it foot armor. That's not really in the toe area. But yeah, that is where I'm working this right now. And it's coming along pretty nicely. Right now I'm just using a It's just a round from Hobby Lobby, a number 2 round from Hobby Lobby. It just so happens to be a really good stipple blender. But you can use this too. I could use this other one. I like to use this one too. So it's pretty good. It's also a little easier to unload the thinner, I think, off of this one. This is my angle shader, and I use it to kind of stipple a little bit too. It's got a nice angle, like especially on spots like that, when I hold it this way. It's a nice easy angle to work with. I like that. Yep. Indeed. That's gonna be fine, just fine. Fine, just fine. Yeah, if anybody watches this, this seems pretty dead, pretty boring. I think I may just try my hand at editing some videos, or I may just not do this anymore anyway, unless somebody requests it off my Instagram. I just thought it may have been fun. I'm just like talking to myself at this point, so I don't know that I want to keep doing this. Yeah, that looks pretty good right there. Pretty good. Just trying to give it a good look around and see where some of the spots are. I think I might try and come up with like a, again, I'm just going to stick with the, try and stay close to the palette. I already added that yellow ochre in, and it added a little more character to this one, I think. But I need to go back and put some of the Starship filth over it like I did with this guy. But it looks good. Looking good. Yeah. Gonna get some more of that nasty stuff. Clean this brush out a bit just to make sure. Do the same with this guy. I do like that though. I may keep that and do that on my next one. That looks pretty cool with that yellow ochre. I don't know how the hell you're supposed to pronounce that color, but it doesn't look bad with that shade on it. It adds just another layer to it, it seems. It's not a bad color there, I don't think. But I'm not an artist, so I wouldn't really know. I'm just some schmuck. That's still too much. Too much. Okay. Let's try this. I did not mean to do that. I'm gonna have to clean that up. I don't want that there at all. I don't know, this does seem to work pretty good whenever it's just a little bit like thin. This layer, I guess, it goes down pretty well whenever it's a little thin. You just kind of have to hit it multiple times and build up the opacity. But at the same time, I am going to go over this with another color on some of these spots that I want to greasify a little more. Yeah, okay, that's a little bit better in terms of how opaque I wanted that. That's better. And I'm just gonna kind of dab it there. Yeah, that's better. I'm gonna have to clean that up, or it's gonna bother me. So this one, instead of the stippler, I like this for like pulling stuff down and kind of cleaning up. It's just got it's more precise, I guess. I can be more precise with it. So yeah, and even stuff like, I'll do it here just because it's kind of going that direction. Like if I wanted to pull a streak down, just use this guy and just grab a little bit and just ease it down, and you'll get a tiny little streak, and it looks kind of cool. Yep, just like that. I mean, it's like you're not going to notice it really, but it does. All this stuff, it really adds overall, like even from far away, like you can see that streak and it adds a level of character to it that it wouldn't otherwise have. So yeah, I like that. I'm gonna make it where some of this grease is collected right here, because this is a really good spot for it. Just grease kind of running down onto the backside of the ankle here. It's almost 10, so it's about time to go to sleep. So I'm gonna probably blend what I have here, what I've put down, and then I'm gonna go to bed, more than likely. I think I am gonna. I want that to kind of trickle down. That'll look kind of, yeah. Dude, that was the smallest bug ever. Huh. What are you doing on here, guy? Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be a good first layer of the heavy grease, I think. I like to go. I think I'm gonna, between now and the next kit I do, I am gonna get some of that engine grease. I love the Starship Filth, and it works It works great for like kind of mixing in with the bitumen, with the bitume, and making a cool grease color. But I really want to try that engine grease color. That's gonna be the next adventure, I think, in terms of colors. I'm sure I could mix something similar, but I think it was somebody used it on something. It was on a tractor or something. And man, it looks awesome. It looks super gross. It's great. Pretty fantastic. Yeah, the Absalon 502 stuff they got some cool colors. I did buy some where'd it go? Uh burnt umber and raw umber from Hobby Lobby in the Windsor Newton line. And I know Hobby Lobby ick, but I mean, it's what I've got where I live, man. It's nearby. They have some of the things that I need. So don't judge me. I don't have a super cool local hobby shop that deals with the stuff that I need. That's the thing. Like, there is a local hobby shop near where I am, but like, they don't have the stuff I need. They don't have the stuff I like to use. Like, they don't have any oil paints. It's not an art supply store. It's just a hobby shop. Now I race RC cars too, and they have some of that, so that's cool. But and I spend my money there for sure. But like, they don't have, like, they don't carry the brand of paint I like either. They don't have mission models paint. That's what I like. I've tried the Tamiya and it's okay, but I like the mission model stuff better. So yeah, I want to buy a local, but if I can't get the stuff I want, and I even went so far as I tried Tamiya for a little while, and I bought way too much of it, to be honest. I have a shitload of Tamiya paints that I'm never really going to use it. The only Tamiya paints that I really use are the clear colors. I use the clear colors a lot. I love the Tamiya clear colors. That's the exception. I do prefer the Tamiya clear colors, and I even tried I haven't tried the pre-done mission models clear colors like clear green or clear red, but I bought some of their transparent medium and tried to make my own and tint my own, but yeah, it did not go well. It was very very okay-ish. I wasn't super impressed. Um, I haven't tried their actual like clear colors though. We're gonna squiggly this because I want it to stay a little opaque, and when I stippled it earlier, it kind of ruined it. So yeah, that's better. So this brush, if I use it, when I use it to blend, which is quite a bit, I just kind of take it, and on the area that I'm wanting to kind of soften up, you just kind of like, it's just really tiny motions. You just kind of squiggly it. Really small motions, just back and forth, and it softens up that harsh kind of transition. It blends it, and it makes it a much smoother transition. Same here. I'm just gonna kind of really small movements and soften that up. Back here, I think I'm gonna do the same. Do the same here, because I do want it to look a bit more defined here. The stipple blending is awesome. I love it, but sometimes I want it to be just a little bit more defined, and that's when I do this. That's when I use this little, and it's just a number 2 round that I've got some thinner on and made the point nice and fine, and I just go at it. And actually might need a little more thinner. And that kind of made a mess, but that's okay. We'll just go with it. Actually, we're gonna wipe some of that away and make it a streak, because I did want a streak or two back here. So I'm gonna make that kind of a big one. Yeah, that looks good. I need to move some of this around to where it makes sense though. There we go. That's better. Yeah. Yeah, that looks cool. It almost looks a little bit crooked though. Let's try and clean it up a bit. There we go. That's better. Yeah. Still, I need it blended a little bit better. It's still a little bit of a harsh transition. Now we're starting to see. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Even over here, that's a little bit harsh. Up here, that's going to need a stipple back up in there, and that deep in that joint, we're going to go with a stippler. Yeah. Yep, that is what is required there. I think I even need, yeah, it needs a little bit of thinner. Alright, it's 5 after. This is going to be the last bit that I do. I don't see any bits where if I leave it and let the paint dry, it's going to look awful. But this though, that is still, there we go, that's better. Come on. Here we go. Yeah, much better. Yeah, that's starting to take shape. Looks nice. Looks real nice. We'll go over some of those spots with some Starship filth so everything kind of matches up. But now I saw this and I want to clean it up because that's just a little bit much right there. Yeah, that's better. Much better. Okay. And I'm probably just going to go ahead and clean my brushes, and that's going to be the end of the night. So bye and stuff.